All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Houston Texans. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Check. 280. Check. 55 for Mike. Let's go, D. Check 31. Check 31.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Turn it up. Kill, turn it up. Check, crunch. Right.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Check. Check safety. Sponge. No.
14.
Switch. Big edge.
Let's go. 3.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Let's go, defense. Hey.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Watch that.
Twist. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
All right.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Hey, let's get this.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
It's second down.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Wilson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Let's get off the field. Check the backer.
Move the team. Back.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Nice.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth.
He's coming, double up.
$36 power.
24.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Hey, let's go. D, let's get off the field, D. 58's the mic. 58.
Friday.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 34 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. A good pickup there at 22.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40, and all the way down to the 25-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
59's Mike. Check. 59.
Let's get the ball.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Hey, watch this.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Alert.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
There you go. Look for signal.
Mike, 55.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
12.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
SOS.
Out.
Now Wilson on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
12.
Watch the whip.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And the Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time, it's 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. They're going for it. This is Harris. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. They come out here in the eye.
Check. 55 to Mike. Watch a slant.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0.
The Texans take over.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the 30 on second down, Watson is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
I'm going to come back to you.
Rolling to his right. Now a stoppage here for an injury. And, oh, boy, that looks to be the quarterback, Watson. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, Alpha.
Stop your whining.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Returnable for Lockett. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Yeah, the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 20, 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chandler Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense...
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Quick right.
57 to Mike. 57.
To throw again. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Able to find Harris, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Seahawks, first down.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Easy.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo.
12 at the 30-yard line.
24 is the mic. You're not.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Go. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
To throw is Watson on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's right. Get off the train.
I think we've seen this before.
Get off the train.
Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Elsewhere, 2nd half action at Heinz Field. The Jets have just scored, so they've taken the lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Field's right.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Like 19.
Come on, D. 33. Check Mike 33.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mike, check 33. 33. Come off the ball hard.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
On third down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Hill on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Watson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Give him 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
54. They're not ready for this, man.
No time now.
On 2nd and a couple. Watson buying time to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Good set. 118.
Check, 59. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, I got him. That's me.
59.
From the 50, it's Watson.
I'm coming for you, son.
It's complete to Fuller. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
That's it, baby.
He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Why? Get wide.
Alert.
Kill.
54. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. He's got Fuller. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
From the gun, here's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And it's caught. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
They'll run it with Hill. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now here's Hill. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. And that one goes the way of the Saints. A win would be their first of the young season. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 29-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Tuck 50, tuck 50.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Wilson wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So the victory here for Seattle. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Seahawks, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.